Casino del Sol Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Utah Utes and the Arizona Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Utah head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Utes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Wildcats offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And we get our first look at Noah Fifita. He had a tough time getting anything started in that loss last time out. 3 interceptions and was sacked 4 times. Dropping back, it's Fifita. Under pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, I love the offense coming out and trying to stay aggressive, but you're going to have to do a better job against this pass rush, keeping your quarterback upright. He got drilled as he was trying to throw that football, and that's why it fell incomplete.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him.
What a lucky break for the run.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Spivey. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. He'll have enough for the first down after making that grab, but we do have a player who has not yet returned to his feet. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Craig. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he gets rid of it.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. So the Utah Utes offense will now get its first chance with the football. Wayshawn Parker, big day in his last game, over 150 yards on the ground and a score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
On third down, here's Parker. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sets his feet. It's Dampier. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Intercepted for the 11th time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bray. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Caught. Turning it on. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Really excited to see what Utah is going to do this year. You're so used, David. We were for years seeing Kyle Whittingham strolling the sidelines for Utah. Obviously, he's now off in Ann Arbor, but with Dampier back at quarterback, they've got the pieces. And the Big 12 every year we know is so wide open. If Utah can continue to be physical, they had some big losses, especially along the offensive line. I think this could be a special season in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, and you saw a lot of good moments from Dampier. I mean, this guy can scramble around, can run around, can make things happen.
Wide open spaces. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Takes a hit as he fires. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Utes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a gift to Parker. Across the 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utes!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Hits inside. It's Craig. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Finds his man.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off play action on 1st down. Moves to his right. Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. Good, strong tackle.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1, and this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Between the hashes, it's Parker. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back. It's Stampier. Short pass. There he goes. He's at the 30. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Nowhere to go.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Craig. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Rides to the back. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Moves the pocket. It's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Handoff for Parker. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Gonna run it. It's Brigg. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
On the ground with the counter. Here's a little headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The run to the left. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Arizona right back to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Finds the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Right back to it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. On the run, it's Craig. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. To the air, it's Fafita. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's got the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Again, it's Parker. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Keeping his eyes downfield. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Sprague. Knocked down immediately. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And the Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll go with Parker. Looking for room at the 30. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Utes! He got a step and just dusted the field. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The Arizona offense coming onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Still looking to his right. They get to him as he throws. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Offense in a bunch formation. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Finds his tight end, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Third and long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
You've You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime,
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week, he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting there.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Utah!
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then Palmer, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic, and not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Fafita. Rush right in his face. Goes high to pull it in. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He splits the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. we get right to it with Indiana in their matchup against the #2 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Hoosiers with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Checking in with the Utah head coach at the half. He is not surprised this running back hit the Heisman pose in that mid-celly. He said he is continuing to be such a big, dominant figure on the field. He loves that he's got the confidence to strike the pose, but more importantly, have the kind of ground game that deserves all that attention. We'll see if he keeps it up here in the second half. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Parker again. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Pulls it in, it's Andrews. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Throws to the wideout. How about that catch? Diving grab along the left sideline.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Punt is in the air. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. First play of this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Spivey. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Keeps it himself. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out wide right, it's Jordan. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick him up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And wings it incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They'll give it to Parker. Got a little grass. He's got the first down. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Dampier. Firing to the right, complete. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got.
Makes a grab and room to run. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Right side, it's Andrews. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Utes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's Parker. Beck's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And right down the middle. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man, it's Fifita. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They're all over him. And down he goes.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
They boot it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the Ute sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. Takes the handoff. It's Brigg. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Keeps it on the bootleg. Buying time to his right. Rolling right and going deep. Hauls in the deep ball.
And that was pretty good initial defense, man. I think they understood what he was trying to do, but that second play, the QB scramble, once he gets outside of the pocket, and then just the feel for the big fella to understand where to get to. They were on the same page and now set up with an awesome situation, 1st and goal for this offense.
The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Parker. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! He scores for the 5th time in this game. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Got some green grass. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. On the ground, it's Craig. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Wide receiver going in motion. Snaps on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Down here on the Utah sideline, we are seeing history here today. The running back has continued to run strong today, and now he is the program's single-season leader. The sideline immediately went up in arms, yelling, screaming. They are so excited for their running back, and they will continue to ride his energy here today as he makes more school history. Back to you.
Okay,
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
this time. Up him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. There he goes. He's got enough. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Left side, it's Briggs. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
On the run, it's Craig. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Warren. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. Back to throw, it's Rios. And they can't make the play on third down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Bray. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
And the Utes with the 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Running inside, it's Warren. Past the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team